Okay, the rest of the song solo comes in after the keyboard solo, and there's kind of a more bluesy feel to the track. It's introduced by an arpeggio, and then there's going to be some blues licks to follow. So let me just play the first part for you. Okay, this first arpeggio starts on the 14th fret on the D, then 13th fret on the G, 14 on the B, then 16 on the high E, 12 on the high E, 16 on the high E, then we're going to end up on 21 on the high E. Then we're going to bend up the 19th fret on the B a whole step and kind of bend up to the note about 2 or 3 times. Then at the end of that, bend up 19 again, play 16, then 19 on the high E, and then bend up 19 on the B again. Then let it down, and then play 17, 16 on the B, 18 on the G, 16 on the G. Okay, so when you put it on the end of the arpeggio, it should sound like this. Okay, now for the next set of blues licks. Okay, so we're going to start this on the 14th fret on the B, and then play 12, slide down to 11 on the high E, 14 on the B, 12, 16, 12 on the high E, 14 on the B, 13 on the G. Then when we get to the 13th fret on the G, we're going to slide down to the 9th fret. Then we're going to have this lick. Okay, to start this lick, we're going to bend up the 12th fret on the B string. Then play 9 on the high E, 12 and then 9 on the B, 12 on the G, 9 on the B. Then we're going to play 12, 11, 9, 11 on the G. So when you put it together with the other bit, it should sound like this at a slow tempo. Okay, now for the next blues lick. Okay, for this we're going to bend up the 11th fret on the G string. Then we're kind of going to be barring our first finger across the B and the high E string on the 9th fret, and then we're going to hammer on the 12th fret and pull off to the 9th fret on the high E. So you're kind of going to play those 2 notes and then add in the hammer on the 12th fret as well. Then after that, we're going to play the 11th fret on the G again. Then we're going to go to the 9th fret on the high E and play this. Okay, so this is going to start on the 9th fret on the high E, then we're going to play 12, pull off to 9 on the B, then 12, 11, 9 on the G. So far at a slow tempo, this is what we've got. Okay, for this last part of the lick, we're going to play 11, pull off to 9 on the G. Then we're going to have 11 on the D. Then go back to the 9 on the G, and then play 11, pull off to 9 on the D. Then we're going to play 11, 10, 9 twice on the A. Then again, and then finish on the 7th fret on the A. So slow, it should look like this. And when you combine it with the first part of the lick, it should sound like this. Okay, now for the next part. Okay, we're going to slide from 9 to 11 on the A string, then do the same slide the opposite direction on the G, so 11 to 9. Then we're going to go to the high E string and play 14, 12, 11, then 14 on the B, then bend up 14 on the high E string a whole step, pick it and let it down, play the 12th fret, then we're going to slide up to the 20th fret, slide up to 21 after that, then bend up 21 a whole step. So slow, that whole part should sound like this. Okay, then after that bend on the 21st fret, we've got a run that's going to be familiar territory again, seeing as we've seen this quite a lot in this song. So let me just play it and then we'll break it down. Okay, so this is going to start on the 17th fret on the high E and play 17, 21, 19, 17, 16. So we've seen this pattern quite a lot, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get under your fingers. So when we get to 16, we're then going to go to 19, 17, 16, 14. Then we're going to start to merge into the B string, and we're going to start this on the 17th fret on the high E, then play 16, 14, and then 17 on the B. 16, 14 on the high E, 17, 16 on the B, 14 on the high E, then 17, 16, 14 on the B. So far we've got this. Okay, then we're going to play 17, 16, 14, 12, 16, 14, 12, 10. Then to finish up, we're going to have 14, 12, 10, 9. So that whole run slow should sound like this. And then we've got like a choked sort of bend on the 11th fret on the G string, much the same as what we saw at the end of the main solo before the first keyboard solo. So you're going to bend it, do some choked picking, and then you're going to hammer on from 9 to 11, pull off to 9, slide down to 8, and then finish on 9, all on the G string. Okay, so that whole lick's slow. Okay, so after that section, we're going to go to a bit more familiar territory with a melody that we've already seen, but it's being played in a different part of the guitar. So let me just play it for you and then we'll break it down. Okay, we're going to go to the 11th fret on the high E string and play that 3 times. Then we're going to play 12, 14, hammer on from 12 to 14, then hammer on to 14, pull off to 12, slide down to 11 and back up to 12. So then play 14 3 times, then 16, 17, 16, bend up 17 a whole step, let it down, then we've got 14, 16, 17, 16, then 12, then a half bend on 11, 14 on the B, then we've got this run. Okay, that last sort of diminished type run starts on the 14th fret on the high E, pull off to 11, hammer onto 13 on the B, slide from 14 to 17 on the high E, pull off to 14, hammer onto 17 on the B, then slide from 17 on the high E to 20. Okay, so that whole lick's slow. Okay, this next part is pretty much Yngwie playing on his own, and it's probably going to be the hardest part of this song. If you struggle with any of the other bits, then you know, this bit is going to kind of, you know, be the most challenging. It definitely is for me. Now, literally for this kind of first part, he's pretty much trying to play as fast as possible, so it's kind of really hard to nail how many times he's actually picking the 21st fret. But if I just play the next part and then we'll try and break it down, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're just kind of picking as fast as possible on the 21st fret. Then what happens now is, again, we're kind of using familiar run territory in this song. Okay, so that run is fairly similar to what we saw a couple of licks ago. And it's literally just doing that same kind of repetitive thing again, starting from the 17th fret, and we're just going to include 21, 19, 17, 16, 14, they're the frets we're doing on the high E. Then we're moving to the B string. So again, you know, we're just going to do a bend on the 11th fret on the G, pull off, slide down to 8 and then back to 9. Okay, let me play the next lick and then we'll break that down. Okay, we're going to start this on the 13th fret on the D string and play 13, 14, 16. Same on the G. Then when we get to the B string, we're going to play 14, 16, 17. Same on the high E. Then when we come back down, again we're going to be in familiar territory. We're starting on 17 and we're going to go 17, 16, 14, 17 on the B, 16, 14 on the high E, 17, 16 on the B, 14 on the high E. Then we've got 17, 16, 14, 13. This is kind of where it gets a bit different. And we're going to play 16, 14, 13, then 10. Then 14, 13, 10, 9. 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, sorry. Then we're going to finish on the 9th fret on the B. So let me just play that lick slow for you so you can see how it's fitting together. Okay, here's the next lick. Okay, for this next lick, we're going to start on the 6th fret on the G, and then play 8 and then 9. Then we're going to move to the B string and play 7, 9, 10. Then we're going to have 8, hammer on to 11, pull off to 8, and then hammer on 10 on the B. Then slide from 11 to 14 on the high. Pull off to 11, hammer on 13. Then we're going to slide from 14 on the high E to 17 on the high E. Pull off to 14, hammer on 16 on the B. Then finally slide from 17 to 20 on the high E. So we've got this.